You're begging for handouts. How do you want more of nothing? You're asking for a bigger share of nothing. What is wrong with you? The G League makes $40,000 per year for a 5-month season. The ladies, the WNBA, their average is $102,000. They make more than double the G League men, who are better than these women. If the G League guys were somehow imported into the WNBA, none of them would win a game. That's a fact. Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today we will be talking about the WNBA and the fact that they need to stop talking about the NBA and salaries and all this other nonsense, because realistically speaking, the G League needs to be making more money than the WNBA. Now we're talking about work, because they always want to talk about equal pay for equal work. We work hard and blah, blah, blah. We deserve money. They're so good, blah, 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 right? But now if we were just going to go to the quality of the product, the G League is in fact better. The men work harder, more skilled, and have to play more to earn significantly less. The G League, they should be asking for a raise. Fuck these broads, honestly. So we're gonna watch this clip and I'm gonna demonstrate why the G League needs to be campaigning for more money and the WNBA shouldn't even exist.
The WNBA is at the top of its game. Viewership is at its highest in over a decade.
Well, I can tell you right now, they kind of do like CNN, where they just have this shit playing in public places. People don't watch this shit at home. Nobody watches this at home. No one is paying. Even Kelsey Plum was talking about, it's so hard. My mother can't even watch my games on TV. So I call bullshit. If this girl's mom ain't even watching the games, nobody's watching. I've never seen it in a bar. It'll be like in airports. The gym I work at, I'll see like WNBA just playing randomly. Okay? That's their viewership, okay?
There are more corporate sponsors than ever, and last year the league raised $75 million, the largest amount in women's sports history. But a key stakeholder isn't reaping the full fruits of their labor: the players. The WNBA is projected to double their revenue this year from 2019, but player salaries have barely budged.
Because they're overpaid. They're already overpaid, so this added revenue is just so the owners can get a little bit more back. Because this shit should be defunct, okay? Should be like Atari game systems right now.
On average, the female athletes still take home less than 2% of their male counterparts' base pay.
Okay, now your male counterparts is the G League, okay? The WNBA is so far out your league, you shouldn't even be thinking about them. Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate right now. So we're going to look at the G League salary, right? The G League makes $40,000 per year for a 5-month season. The ladies, the WNBA, their average is $102,000. They make more than double the G League men, who are better than these women. If the G League guys were somehow imported into the WNBA, none of them would win a game. That's a fact. Now let's look at the season length, because they get, let's say, okay, oh yeah, they get paid less, but they probably play less games, right? Let's see. 50 games. It's a 32-game regular season and then like an 18-game showcase or something like that. So it's 50 games throughout their season. The ladies, let's see how much they do. 40 games. So they play 10 less games than the guys. Not to mention the actual minutes that they play. So let's see, 48 minutes for the guys times 50 games. That's 2,400 minutes. The ladies do 40 games by 40 minutes. That is 1,600, so 800 less minutes they play per season and are getting paid more than double the G League. But are the G League guys crying? No. They're busting their ass, they working hard, they working on their craft. Okay?
So, what's holding back the players from a much-needed payday? a dated collective bargaining agreement. The WNBA League and the Players Union brokered the contract back in 2019. But since then, interest in women's sports has gone up tremendously.
No, it hasn't.
The contract doesn't allow salaries to increase as the league generates more revenue. They're locked in at only a 3% increase every year, accounting for inflation.
See, this is what kills me about a lot of these women's sports, the soccer broads included. They sign a contract, and then the second it's not working out for them, they're like, oh, we want to change everything, blah, blah, blah. No, you have to work through your contract, and then you renegotiate under the new terms and all the new circumstances. You don't just get to say, oh, this doesn't work for us anymore. You don't just get to do that and start complaining and go on all these fucking, tirades and go on all these other shows and have guys campaign for you to change everything. Like, come on, man, give me a break.
The CBA has a provision for players to get some more cash through a process called revenue sharing. But complicated revenue targets and convoluted formulas make it difficult for revenue sharing to actually kick in.
No, you're at a fucking loss. There's nothing complicated about you making no money, being in the red every fucking year of your existence. There's nothing complicated about that. I'm an idiot. And I understand that. You're not making money, you're losing money. You're begging for handouts. How do you want more of nothing? You're asking for a bigger share of nothing. What is wrong with you?
And even if it does, it's not an even 50-50 split. Players would take home less than 20% of the portion that's up for grabs. The league and the athletes are locked into this contract until 2027, with the ability to...
And whose fault is that? That's your fault. Sleep in your bed.
Abandon it early. The union is largely expected to opt out. And as interest in women's sports has skyrocketed...
It has not skyrocketed. The only female sports that are actually viable are combat sports and tennis. Now, soccer during the World Cup is because of the World Cup. All of a sudden, Americans care about soccer in those instances, the Olympics and the World Cup. But during like week-to-week basis, no one gives a shit about that. Okay, so the only sports that women participate in that people care about are tennis and combat sports, MMA, K1, one champion, like that kind of stuff. That's it. But yeah, you like guys, the G League is who you should be being compared to, and you should be making less than them. Okay, if we're gonna go by how much you do and how skilled you are. Now, viewership, I think the women do out. They I think have a little bit more viewership than them, but still, it's like that's really your contemporaries. Those are your peers, so to speak. The NBA shouldn't even be in your thought process. Okay, they're literally keeping you afloat, but you're not grateful at all. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I'm out.